Have you ever felt the power of the bee breath? Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Finding Freedom podcast, where we talk about how to feel more calm, connected, heart centered, grateful, abundant, and empowered so you can find true freedom and create the life you were meant to be living. Today on the podcast, we're bringing forward the next stop and breathe, because who doesn't need a moment of calm in their life right now? I know I definitely do. I recently saw this hilarious meme that I'll share with you now. And if you're watching the video version, I'll flash it up on the video so you can take a look. And if not, you can just listen to my description and visualize it for yourself. But it's basically two women from a much less modern time based on their hairstyle and their clothing. And they're out laying on a field in these beautiful summer dresses. One of the women is facing us, and the other is facing her friend, so her back is to us. The one facing us has an umbrella shielding her from the hot sun, and she's laying there and she says, "Oh, what a year, huh?" And her friend, who is looking at her, says, "Girl, it's January." Now, this made me laugh, but it also made me realize how energy draining this year has been for me already. I'm so feeling it. And I'm sure you are too. So, this episode is essential. It's definitely essential for me. And I'm sure if you're anything like me, feeling the energy of the year, probably had what feels like a year all in 1 month. And so, we can look to things like numerology for this. So, every year has a number. Last year was a 7, this year is an 8. So, this year, number 8 is all about abundance. That's kind of the key word for a year 8. And I'm no numerology expert. I'm just someone who is interested. I like astrology as well. But the year 8 is all about abundance, more or less. So it's this energy of acquiring things, of building things, of creating things. So this is going to be a big theme for people this year. And we get that number by adding up the numbers in the year. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4. So that is 8. If we look at last year, it was a 7. 7 had a different energy to it. 7 was really sort of a year for us to go within. And I think a lot of us went within last year. There were lots of things going on. So that's the universal year, but then we've also got our individual years. So to work out the individual year, you add up your day, your month, and the year. So for me, I'm born on the 2nd of November. So that's 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 if it's last year, or plus 4 if it's this year. So last year for me was a year 2. And this year for me is a year 3. So then we've got our own individual energies at play amongst what's happening universally. And then you've got the individual months. So this month, January, is so many numbers, so much energy going on. So 2024, which is an 8, plus the month, January, which is 1, equals 9. So January is actually a numerological number 9. And 9 is all about endings. So not only do I think that there's this hangover from last year, the energy still spilling over into this year, which was pretty heavy and intense, we've also got this ending in January, like a literal numerological number of an ending. So things are still wrapping up in January. But then in addition to that, you've got your own one as well, your own individual one. Like for me, for example, this month is a month 4. I get that number because I do my personal year, which is year 3 for 2024, plus my personal month, which is 1 in January. So my personal month becomes 3 plus 1 equals 4. So next month it'll be 3 plus 2 equals 5. So it goes sequentially. So January for me will be a 4. February for me will be a 5. March for me will be a 6, and so on until you get to 9, and then you go back to 1. So the energy is significant in many different ways for different people. But all that to say, and I hope I haven't confused you, there's a lot of energy right now. And it feels like we've done so much in so little time. Time is speeding up. We're feeling it. And here we are, starting February, feeling like we've been in this year for a while. So this breathwork practice, it's pre-recorded. It's called Bhramari. Maybe I've got the emphasis on that wrong, the stress. It could be Bhramari or Bhramari. But in English, we call it the bee breath because we quite literally hum like a bee. Fun fact, did you know my nickname is Bee? But I actually spell it B-double-E. And I've spelt it that way ever since I can remember. So when someone writes to me and just writes a single B, it's not me. Like, it feels weird to see that. I'm a B-double-E. Always have been. Even my email is B-double-E. So if you ever address me, you're welcome to call me B. And I love bees and I love honey. So I figure it's a fitting nickname. But this breath, oh, let me tell you, it doesn't look so pretty. But damn, does it make you feel pretty? Pretty relaxed, pretty chill, pretty cool, calm and collected, pretty connected. And when you feel all of those things, you usually have this pretty glow on your face too. So it literally makes you pretty. So I can't wait for you to give this a try. It's really beautiful. You're going to love it. So stick around and please participate. Now, before I go, I want to mention all the ways that you can work with me because I think it's really important to tell people I have offerings and I would love for you to come and work with me. And I'm here and I'm waiting for you. When you're ready, I am here. So I've got 3 offerings. My premium offer is working one-on-one with me for 8 weeks. And I want to help you to become the person you want to be. So we'll figure that out together. And that's what this is all about. But generally speaking, right now, you're likely feeling overwhelmed, stressed, maybe even burnt out. Like me, you're a seeker. You want to grow, but you're in this state of overwhelm. And this overwhelm has you feeling stuck, has you feeling unsure of the next best steps, how to become your highest version of self. And then on top of that, your thoughts are not serving you. So I'm here to help you transform out of these negative thought patterns and into the ones that serve you. And this is going to help you love yourself more and really move into that higher energetic frequency so you can shift gears and become that person that you do want to be. So click below and we can have a chat if you're keen to learn more. That's one way you can work with me. The other way you can dip your toe in is with my online breathwork course. It's a 4-week course. Everything is done for you. All you have to do is make the time 1 hour a week for 4 weeks. So maybe you choose Saturday at 8 a.m. because you know that you've got the time or your husband has the kids or whatever your situation is, you've got that hour block of dedicated time for you. You lay down on your bed, on your floor, wherever you feel comfortable. You put the headphones on and you listen to me. And I'm going to guide you through breath work. You're going to know exactly what to do based on my guidance. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You just have to show up, put the headphones on, make yourself that time, lay down, get going. And it's going to blow you away how much this is going to help you shift the energy, the frustrations within you. You're going to love yourself more by the time you're done with this. You'll have to let go of a lot though. And you can do this. You'll be able to move into a new space if you do, of this big, open, loving heart with a lot of gratitude for your life. So if you want an epic breathwork program that's going to really help you to shift energetically, this is going to do that for you. And it is going to help you change your thoughts. It's going to help you basically upgrade who you are. Now, you can buy the full program, the 4 weeks, but if you want, you can purchase each track on its own as well. So the one thing I didn't mention is this is based around a beautiful, beautiful prayer called the Ho'oponopono. So there are 4 mantras spoken in this prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Now, I'm sorry is a track, the very first track, and it's all about repentance, becoming aware of what it is that you're sorry for, about to yourself and to others. I'm going to make another podcast about this next week. And so if you want to just focus on that one thing, then you can just buy that one single track. You don't have to buy all 4 if you don't want. The second one is all about forgiveness. So if you're feeling like you're deeply struggling to forgive yourself or to forgive someone, and I tell you, if you don't forgive yourself or forgive someone for any wrongs that you believe have been done or any injustices or for the way you treated yourself or someone else treated you, if you don't let that shit go, you cannot grow. You cannot move forward. You've got to let go. You've got to forgive. So maybe you just want to buy the forgiveness track, or maybe you want to buy the 3rd track, which is gratitude, or the last track, which is love. And all 4 are epic and all 4 are going to shift your energy. So you can just buy the one single track on its own, but I do recommend you buy them all. It's also a little cheaper if you buy them all. But finally, if you do just want to try breathwork once, because maybe you've never done it before, please come and join the next breathwork class that I have online. It's on Sunday, the 11th of February. It's at 8 a.m. my time, which is Australian Eastern Standard Time. And if you're in daylight savings time, it'll be an hour later, so 9 a.m. And then, of course, if you're somewhere else in the world, you'll need to convert Brisbane time to your time. Okay, so that's how we can exchange our energies. And I really look forward to being able to do that with you. But for now, let's get breathing with the Bhramari bee breath. So much love, friend, and enjoy. Hello, and welcome to this Stop and Breathe video for today. Today, we hum the bee breath, the Bhramari bee breath. If you have been following me for a while, this is probably something I've talked about before. And if you haven't, welcome. You are in for a treat. This is a beautiful breath practice. It is a pranayama practice, so a yoga breathwork practice that we're going to do together today. I love this breath. It's very beautiful and it's very calming. It creates a state of peace, calm, relax, focus, presence, connection to yourself and to your heart, if that's your intention, of course. Now, anytime we hum, firstly, we're doing it through our nose, right? So we're breathing in and out through our nose. And when we hum, naturally we close our mouth and we go, okay. So that humming is requiring us to breathe in and out our nose. Anytime we breathe in and out through our nose, we are producing nitric oxide. And this nitric oxide, if you've heard me talk about this before, it is very beneficial to the body. Breathing is probably one of the most important practices for our health and well-being. And when you add this hum to it, it just enhances its benefits. So the nitric oxide that we get through breathing in and out our nose, which is enhanced through this humming, because it is a vasodilator, so it basically makes our blood vessels open up, it delivers more oxygen to our heart, to our lungs, to our brain, to every cell in the body. So it's really, really good for us. This particular breath, if you've ever hummed before with your eyes closed, you'll quickly discover that it is very good for your nervous system. It really does calm you right down. So the nervous system is going to be regulated, which means less stress, less anxiety, less tension, more calm, more peace, more tranquility. And then, of course, that's why we're able to be more present, because we feel really good. So let's talk about how we do this breath practice. You can sit down or you can lie down. Sometimes you'll see this practice happen when people do shavasana in yoga at the very end when they lie down to meditate. So it's great lying down, but if you want to do it seated, that's absolutely fine as well. As I mentioned, we're going to create a hum when we breathe in and out of our nose. With many of the yogic pranayama practices, there is what we call a mudra, which is like a hand gesture that is designed with intention. Everything is designed with intention. And this particular mudra is all about closing off or withdrawing from our senses. Now, our senses are our sight, our hearing, our taste, our smell, and our touch, right? So when we use this mudra and we're going to be placing our hands and our fingers on our face, we are essentially withdrawing from those particular senses. Not completely, but it helps us to be more withdrawn from them and more focused on the hum and the feeling of this sensation and the experience. This mudra is called San Mukhi Mudra. And the way I was taught to do this is obviously how I will teach you today, but there are other ways that people do teach it online. But I think this one is beautiful because it really does work on closing those senses. So sometimes you might see people just simply putting their thumbs to press on the tragus on the ear to block our hearing, like so. And that enhances the hum, because as soon as you block your hearing, you really do feel the vibrations and hear the sound a lot more loudly as soon as you close your eyes. But we'll do the full thing. If you really don't like doing the full mudra, then you are welcome just to plug your ears. So you're going to be pressing the tragus and closing off the sound that goes in the ears. Now, when you create the hum, it's up to you how long you'd like to hum for. I like to extend my hum for as long as the exhale will go for. So I've never really counted it, but when I'm humming, I find that it can go for quite a long time. So how long you hum for is entirely up to you, but you'll just inhale naturally, and then you'll create this long exhale of a hum. I want you to be really mindful as you're breathing that you're breathing in and out through the belly and up into the chest. So that inhale will go from the bottom up to the top. And it's not something that you really need to analyze or think about. Just take a deep breath and it'll naturally go into those spaces. As you're breathing out, you might want to be a little bit more conscious of breathing and pushing out all the air through the belly, like by drawing the belly button in towards the spine and flattening that belly. And at the same time, that will help that air to move out of that space. And that'll help you to elongate as far as you can on that exhale. But don't elongate to the point where you're out of breath and then you need to take a big inhale. Just take it all the way to a comfortable exhale and then a nice slow and then exhale. All right. The aim of the practice is to do 10 rounds of this Bhramari breath. So let's do a quick demonstration of the Bhramari B breath with this San Mukhi Mudra. So you can do this along with me or watch me and then do it afterwards. So taking your hands, you're going to have the palms of your hands facing towards you. And then we're going to start with our little fingers. So the little fingers are going to be placed in that crease of the chin just below the lip. You're going to take the ring finger next, and that's going to go just above the mouth. So essentially that's like closing off our ability to taste. Then we're going to take the middle fingers and place them on the side of the nose. Now, we're not closing the nose because we do need to breathe in through the nose, but there is a slight pinch that's happening here. The pointer finger is closing our eyes. Gently place the pointers on the eyelids, and then our thumbs go on top of the tragus, and we press in when you're ready to block off the sound. And when you're ready, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale, creating a hum. Feels amazing after just one round. So that's your demonstration of the Bhramari bee breath. Now it's your turn. So find that seated or laying down position and let's begin. Placing the little fingers on the chin, under the lips, ring finger above the lips, middle finger side of the nose, pointer on the eyes, thumbs in the ears. Take a breath in. Slowly remove your mudra, your hands from your face. Keep your eyes closed and just be in this space. Just feel whatever it is you're feeling. Notice the sounds around you that might seem more vibrant now. Notice what you feel. Notice how you feel. Whenever you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this quick stop and breathe practice. Just know that just one round of Bhramari will help you to feel so much better and so much calmer. So make the time for it every now and again. Whether you're feeling stressed or nervous or anxious about something that just happened to you in your day or something that is about to happen, like a job interview, for example, or maybe you've had a confrontation with someone and you're feeling a little bit stirred up, a little bit emotional. You've felt the emotions, but it's time to release them. You can do this breath. Maybe you've just woken up that morning on the wrong side of the bed, so to speak, and you want to change your mood, you want to change your vibration, literally hum your way into a new state of mind. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling as blissful as I am. I might go and sit with my eyes closed for a moment. Have a beautiful day. So much love.